Pretty basic setup today. We've just got an iPhone. We're just going to quickly throw some stuff together. We don't know what the sound quality is going to be like as far as if it's brilliant or not. It's more about getting you the information. So we'll start with a bit of playing while you guys are gathering. Because the aim today is to get you playing solos and to play more solos, okay? So, Mark the Guitar Guy here, welcome guys. So today I thought, I was doing some guitar lessons this morning and I thought, how can I get people doing more guitar soloing? Because the same problem keeps coming up when people are learning how to do scales and then wanting to do soloing. And there's this big gap between, disconnect between doing the scales and doing the soloing. And I know what the problem is, and it's a real simple problem. So I'm going to walk you through what I would do. Because I love playing guitar solos. Guitar soloing is my favorite thing to do in the world. So I'm gonna suggest that you already know some stuff. So you should already know at least one pentatonic scale shape. And it doesn't matter what shape we're going to use, but we're going to use one shape today as an example. You can use more and you can solo like crazy, but let's say we're wanting to practice. So you're going to need a YouTube connection with some sort of speakers, or you're going to need a guitar amp, or you sometimes can get the combo, like you get those little amps you can plug into your guitar and they have the connection to your headphones, and you can have whatever amp you want virtually through your little input, as well as Bluetoothing whatever you want to your device so that you can hear this backing track all at the same time, which is super cool. So I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to just assume a few things. If you've got questions, go ahead in the comments, chuck it down below. So I was doing some lessons. I was just teaching right where Nikita's filming now. She's sitting right there. I was doing some lessons there this morning and just thinking, what am I going to do a live stream about today? And so I thought we'd just quickly do this for you guys. So hopefully this is going to be helpful for you, and we'll get right into it. So let's just assume, I've been learning the scale shapes, right? Let's say I'm a beginner guitar player. I've learnt the first, and I'm doing soloing. I've learnt the first pentatonic shape, and I'm happy with the first pentatonic shape. If you don't know what that is, you should probably start there, figure out the pentatonic shape. There's 5 of them. I'm going to assume we're going to practice the one that's not so practiced a lot, so not used a lot, I should say. So I'm assuming this is my B minor, right? 7th fret, my B minor chord. I'm in the key of B minor. My first shape would be right there in that position, right? In that B minor position. That would be my first shape, the first pentatonic shape. But we're going to do the 5th shape, which is right behind it. So it's going to be... The easy way to remember it is all the back notes of this 1 fret right here. Because it's the same as our first finger notes for this part, right? Because the scales are connected. Now, you can finger that any way you want. You can use your 2nd and 4th or whatever you want to do that. I'm not too concerned about that. This is more about actually getting you playing scale shapes and learning and practicing them. Now, you can sit there all day and that's cool, but doesn't really get you anywhere. It just kind of, you get to know the shape a little bit. You know, I've just got a clean guitar sound, just a clean guitar. There's nothing special going on. There might be a little bit of reverb in there, but that's about it. Nothing much special going on. You could choose a cooler sound than that if you want to. I'm just going to keep it basic, so you guys need the same thing. So, the next thing is to go over to YouTube, right? So here's YouTube right here. I've just been playing around with a little backing track, but let's just put in backing tracks, and I was doing B minor, so let's just keep the same. And you can just do that. Once you flick there, you'll see you can put B minor, you can just put backing track and just flick through and see if something triggers your fancy. Mild bluesy groove, that's what we just did. Some people have done some amazing backing tracks, and they're cleverer than I am. Smooth R&B backing track in B minor. I'm just using B minor just for now, just because I think why not. Let's see what this one sounds like, and we'll start playing along with it in a second. Cool. So you can hear the groove there. Now, so the first thing is when I'm listening to a track, this is cool because it's got the chords in there, right? Let me make it full screen. So you've got the groove there. You've got this groove, so straight away the first thing you're going to be doing when you're soloing is you want to lock into it, as well as getting the key. We're in B minor, and we're going to be using that pentatonic. And hopefully it works, because this is the theory. It's quite a jazzy, groovy, backy track, so sometimes it can be a bit different. But we've got our position. The first thing we heard was the timing of the song. So here's the timing of the song, right? I want to get my body moving in time with the song, or some part of me moving. Even if you're just practicing a new scale. Now my right hand is tick-tocking because I've got the tick-tock. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gives our timing, and also I've got the E-enders. You've got all that inside there, right? So once you lock into a backing track, you should sound cool. Now I'm going to play the most simple basic notes, and I'm only going to use, because I'm using that scale shape, I'm going to use those bottom 2 strings and maybe one more, so the 3rd string. So fret-wise, 7, 8, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4. I'm not going to use the whole scale. I'm just going to use those as much as I can. I'm going to be like a basic first-time guitar player that's ever done this, and it's going to be fun. So because we're going to be choosing different rhythms. So here we go. Doesn't matter what the chords are doing. We're just going to stick with one scale at this shape at this moment. So 3, 4. No vibrato or anything, just simple. So pretty simple, right? That's not going to float a lot of you guys' boats, but I'm just showing you what you should do if you've never done this before. So just to break down what I did there. So I started off right on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Simple kind of thing, but in the background I've got this groove going and I lock in with it. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time not listen to the backing track as far as my timing goes. Same concept, and you'll have a listen if you notice the difference. See, now there are cool notes and stuff going on in there, but it sounded weird. Did you guys feel that? Because the song was doing this, but I just ignored it. I'm just ignoring the fact I've got this, and it just felt average. Now I'm doing the same thing, but this time I'm listening for the beat or the tick, 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 and I'm trying to place notes in that timing wise. Let's see what happens now. That's total difference because I'm listening to the beat. Ta tick ta tick ta tick do 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 do, whatever's going on, and I'm just picking notes out of those 3 strings. Okay, so next step up would be, like, let's say I'm just doing a backing track and this is how I'm practicing at home. I've got one scale shape I'm trying to get good at, and I want to do the whole thing. Now the backing track is usually 10 minutes long, as this one is here, 10 minutes 2 seconds. Even got chords and stuff there. And I should just be doing that for a whole 10 minutes. Let's say I've got 3 strings like I have. I'm not going to do 10 minutes, but so I'm just going to be just trying to have fun, jump around all the combinations I can of those 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes. Doing anything special other than those notes. I've got other notes I could play as a guitar player, I know them, but I just want to learn the scale shape. Whoopsie, the extra notes, I should have done that. And so that's one thing you could do for 10 minutes. So now what happens is you're going to get bored with your own playing in 10 minutes. You've got 6 notes, you're already going to feel like probably 30 seconds in, okay, I'm bored of my own notes, potentially. So this is cool. This is the bit where we're now going to learn. We're going to get better at this stage. So then you start thinking, okay, what if I do different volume notes? So I'm doing dynamics. So I'm not just doing the same volume like a robot. I'm just like, I might do, like I'm pulling out different volumes in there. So let's see what happens now. So here's my groove, locking into the groove again. Hopefully that maybe get the body moving. This is really cool. I call it tick-tock and body rock. Get the tick-tock and the body rock. Get the tick-tock and the body rock going, and that'll help with the groove. It sounded so cool when I said that. So different volumes. Maybe hammer-ons and pull-offs. We'll see. So there's a good example. See, I made a mistake, right? I made a mistake. Whatever. Who cares, right? Who cares? It's part of playing guitar is making a mistake and then jumping back in again. I know I stopped it then, but the best thing to do is just roll on as if it never happened. Because you're going to make mistakes. It's a good thing when a mistake happens. It tells your subconscious, because you get this little zzz going on, like, ugh, bad note. Your subconscious goes, oh, that's not cool. We don't want any more of that. So we'll back off that. So there we are. We've only used 6 notes and a new scale shape. And I'm showing you more the idea behind how you would practice. So I'm trying to get you guys to get out and actually go up onto YouTube and find a backing track. Let's do another one. Let's do another one in another key. Let's do a major key this time. Let's do B major. Okay. I'm just going to pick something out. I'll just go B major or B and see what comes up. Let's do the first one, eh? See what comes up for that. Chill. Let's change it up. Actually, let's do something that's a little bit more up. B major, psychedelic, Chicago blues. Let's try that. That sounds fun. I'll just fast forward through this guy for things at the beginning. Here we go. So first thing is, right, new track. We're in B major now. So therefore, if we're going to do that scale shape we just did, I'm just going to do a pentatonic shape just for this first pentatonic shape. Because it's blues, I'm going to put a blue note in there, so you guys will know what I mean by that. But the first thing is the groove. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There's my tick-tock. I'm going to put the blues long down, short ups. And then my little body rock happens, because this actually happens, this helps with the groove. Whether I'm playing a note there or not, it keeps me in time. So already, it's whether you like that sort of song or not, that's up to you, but it's like more effective. The timing was the first thing, right? And the tick-tock and the body rock, and then everything else is pretty basic. Let's go back to that new scale shape. We're going to use the that scale shape. We're down here now, which is a weird spot, but we're going to be, because it's in B major. There's our first, what I would call the first shape. So we're going to be down here, okay? Using that same scale shape we just did before. So now I'm going to do the whole scale shape though, but I'm going to stay down here using simple timing and just use this sort of 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 because it's a blues, I can do minor as well. So we'll go up to the minor. We'll back up. See? So if I did it out of timing, it's without the timing now, I mean, cause sitting by yourself, you just going to be going up and down scale shapes. Here's without the timing, okay? So I'm not going to listen to the timing, I'm just going to put random notes down. So immediately it just sounds like a bunch of random notes that don't make any sense. But it was the same scale shape, mostly, except for the awful notes I played. It was so ugly that I started distracting myself and playing some stuff. I was like, so yeah, the concept that I'm trying to get across is just that I want you to play in time with a backing track, because it makes it so much fun. Because every note against the different chord and a different feel and a different place and a different placement sounds exciting, even though it's only the same combination of notes we're all playing. So that's one more example. Let's do a totally different feel. And let's see what else. It's tasty hard rock. Let's see what this sounds like. This is B minor, so I'm going to put a bit of grunge on. So B minor. B minor is the first thing we know about. Obviously it's the first pentatonic shape, and we have a bit of fun with that. Timing. First thing we did, I'll play it again. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. If you want to know what timing is, just start banging your head to it or tapping your foot to a song and you'll find the timing. Simple. There's nothing, you don't have to go Beato on it. You just have to figure out 1, 2, 3. Oh, cool. Anyone can do it. Anyone can tap their foot to a song. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you can find your timing. So there we have it. Really simple concept. Different feel, different sound. I just put a bit of distortion on. But just to encourage you, I'll just turn that sound off so I don't get the buzz. Just encourage you to jump on YouTube, find a backing track and do some soloing. Like I say, most of them are 10 minutes long. It's 10 minutes of soloing. You're going to get to know how to solo really quickly. And we just add techniques to that as we go. We add scales, we add other ideas, we add other concepts of soloing that just aren't shapes. They might be chordal, could be the caged system, could be you're doing the chord changes like they're more of a jazz style. Doesn't really matter. What I want you to do is get the guitar, put a track on and just jam along to it, because all the notes you play are going to be awesome. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helped, guys. Have a comment to say, write it in below. We're going to be doing some filming and actually doing some professional stuff, hopefully pretty soon this week, and get some videos out to you guys, because we want to get serious about this and help a lot of you guys out there with your guitar playing. Can't wait to see you again soon. If you want to get a lesson, jump onto my Facebook page. We can do a one-on-one lesson. I'd love to meet you one-on-one, and if that sounds like you, don't be scared, but I look forward to seeing you soon. Okay?